We have just gotten off a full day of wind and rain and cold weather. A nor'easter blew through, started last night and all through today, and the wind was really blowing and it rained a lot. It's kind of just been a nasty day, but I wanted to just come out and kind of play in my greenhouse a little bit. So since we couldn't get any planting done outside today or work in the gardens and that type of thing, I'm going to work on planting up a pot today. And I know exactly where I'm going to put this pot when I'm done. So let me show you what we're going to be working on, and let's get into this project together. Okay, so I have this big wash tub planter here that I have had for maybe a couple years now, and every year I plant it up with flowers. As you can see, I didn't get it in last fall's flowers and weeds and all of that cleaned out. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to clean this all out with the old dead flowers and weeds and everything that's in it, and we're going to plant it up fresh for spring and summer this year. I have a picture to show you of what I'm going to plant in this pot. Where did it? Oh, right here. So here's the inspiration picture that I'm drawing from. It's got a blue hydrangea, and then it's ringed around with alyssum, and I just think it's such a pretty look in this wash tub type container. And I have the perfect spot for it out on my front porch, where it'll get morning sun and then it'll be shady in the afternoon, and that's actually really good for hydrangeas. The hydrangea will really like that. So I'm excited. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just get all the weeds and the junk out of this wash tub. Well, we're growing a beautiful crop of weeds in here, if nothing else. Okay, so we've got this pot all cleaned out, looking a lot better with all the weeds out, and we've got some help, a visitor. She's come to see us, visit with us. You probably will have to bend down a little bit if you want to say hi. Can you say hi to the camera? Hi. This is Cassie. She's come to help us out. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of loosen up the soil here to make sure it's not all packed down. I love planting flowers and plants and things like that in recycled containers. So old wash tubs, galvanized pails, old chicken feeders or waterers, little teapots or old watering cans, those types of things that most people might just call trash. I love repurposing them and making them planters. So I have this wash tub here, and I love planting it up every year. Now let me show you what I have for plants. This is the blue hydrangea. Now this hydrangea it's called a starfield hydrangea, and it can be either blue or pink depending on the acidity of the soil. Pink blooms in neutral soil or blue in acidic soil in late spring to fall. This year I'm not planting it in the landscape. I'm going to plant it in my pot here, and then I'm going to ring it with this Starblast Pink Euphorbia. So it kind of has a little bit of a pinkish tinge to it. And if I don't have enough of these, I also have some white alyssum that I probably will put in between. I'm thinking. Now, yes, I want my hydrangea to be blue, so I'll have to probably get some soil acidifier to actually treat this with so that it will turn blue. But I'm excited about it. So let's get planting. Let me grab my alyssum. Okay, so this is the alyssum that we'll put in between. Oh yeah, I think that'll look good. Smell them. They smell really good. Don't they smell good?
They kind of smell like candy.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so we'll start with our hydrangea that we're going to put right in the middle.
Any flowers? Will these smell?
These don't really smell, but it's all budded up, so I'm really hopeful
There's a lot of
that it'll see. This is almost starting to have a blue tinge to it right there. If you can see right here, it's looking a little bit bluish tinged. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of make a hole. Where did my shovel go? Okay, you grab this.
Grab it.
I'm going to grab this.
Teamwork.
Makes the dream work. All right.
Much more fun than sitting inside.
So, are we in the middle here?
I think it could use a little bit this way.
How's that look?
Yep.
Does that look better? Okay.
It sounds like it's gonna have a thunderstorm.
No, that's the chickens flying in and out of their coop.
Oh,
okay, now we'll add our some soil back in around it.
And we can save the rest of the soil for
another project. Yeah. But we don't need to pack it hard because we got to plant our other little flowers in around it.
Beautiful candy smelling flowers.
All right. So now what we will do is we will grab our Diamond Frost Euphorbia, not Diamond Frost, Star Blast Pink Euphorbia. And this is a sun to part shade plant, so it'll work well with the hydrangea. And I'm just going to put, I only have 4 of these, so I'm just going to put one on each side here. Okay, so I'm just going to take my Euphorbia here. I'm going to make a little well for it. And then I'm going to pop it out of my container.
This is like your trash can.
And then we'll kind of just stick it in here. I think I might bring it out just a hair so it's not hidden underneath the hydrangea. Perfect. Okay, let's try this one over here. Now, do you want to plant one?
Sure.
So just kind of turn it upside down a little bit. Yep.
Like
See?
that?
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, so then you're just going to kind of, yeah, it doesn't have to be super deep. Yeah. Is that about level with the, yeah, there you go. And then just bring your soil in around it and make sure it's popped down in there good.
It's kind of like popping it into.
Great job. You want to do that one? Okay, you can do that one. That's okay. I'll just dump the soil in. Okay, so you kind of want it opposite of this one, so you're going to want to come over here a little bit more probably. Okay, perfect. And like this. Okay, so now we can plant our alyssum in between the euphorbia. How's that sound?
Good.
Ooh, these are dry. They need a drink.
There.
We're just going to set an alyssum in between each euphorbia.
I got a problem.
What?
There's a branch sticking out right where the alyssum.
That's okay. Yeah, just it can tip over. That's okay. You can kind of rough up the root ball a little bit because these are a wee bit root bound. So just kind of convince them to grow.
Like this?
Yeah, that's perfect. We'll just kind of make a little hole here. Tuck it down in. Tamp it in good. All right, what do you think of that?
I think it's pretty.
I think it looks beautiful.
Extra pretty when these are bloom into blue flowers.
Yes, so I need to make sure that I get some soil acidifier that I can put on this so that it will bloom blue for me. Even if it blooms pink, it'll be pretty, but I would love to have it bloom blue. All right, so now I need to get it to my front porch where I'm going to put it, which is going to be a little bit of I need to get it up some stairs, and this pot is not light. Probably what I will end up doing is I'm going to bring the buggy over here and put this in the back of the buggy, and we'll drive it over to our front porch, and then I only have to carry it up the stairs. That's as far as I have to carry it. Oh, the seat is wet on this. Oh, yeah.
You're going to need paper towels.
I'm going to need some more paper towels. 1 second.
Mama, I can go. Much better. Funny thing is, I'm doing this in Crocs. Uh-oh.
Okay. And right. Oh boy. Eve. I gotta put this down. Alright.
Let's not dump the flowers though.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good if we dumped the flowers.
It was very hard to find that package.
Hey! I'm going to put a little bit of this fertilizer in around the plants. All right, so 2 tablespoons.
That's about 2 tablespoons.
Yeah,
right?
we're just gonna kind of eyeball it here. All right, there, kind of worked that into the soil. Let's take it to my front porch. Hop on, my dear.
Don't hit the water.
I won't.
There's a spider web.
Okay. Now we gotta lug it up the stairs.
Brace yourself. And don't drop it.
Okay, so here's where we put it. Up here on my front veranda off my living room. I usually put a chair. I have like 2 patio chairs and a little table that I put in this corner. And so I will decide where exactly I want to put this tub once I have those chairs out here. It may stay there. I may put it down in this corner right down here. Looks like I need to sweep this porch off a little bit. But this is our home for our pot for this summer. It'll get morning sun and then afternoon shade. So I'm so excited about it. I'm hoping that it'll do really well here. So I'll keep giving you updates throughout the summer. And we'll just keep an eye on it and see how it blooms and grows. Kind of exciting to see what will happen. Anyway, thank you so much for coming along with me to plant up some flowers to start putting around outside. And if you liked this video, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite plants are to pot. Or if you like to experiment with perennials and annuals in pots, leave me all the tips and tricks down below in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you liked this video, and we'll see you again in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.